A Father's Day Thank You.
Hi, kindergarten, it's Mrs. Myers. This is a special book all about saying thank you to your dad or somebody special to you on Father's Day. I hope you enjoy this story. The title is called A Father's Day Thank You. It was written by Janet Nolan and illustrated by Kathy Amber in 2006 and published by Scholastic Books. Harvey did not know what to draw. He dangled his crayon above the blank sheet of paper. Just then, his sister tiptoed down the hallway. "What are you doing?" asked Harvey. "Father's Day is tomorrow, and I got Dad his favorite present," said Lori-Ann. "How do you know it's his favorite?" asked Harvey. "Follow me," Lori-Ann whispered. They could hear Dad in the kitchen. He was always cooking breakfast with the radio on. He'd cracked eggs and hum a tune. He'd flip pancakes and crank up the volume. And when the bacon was crispy, his big booming voice would fill the house with song. By the time breakfast was ready, it was either cover your ears or go down and sit. There's their dad singing a nice song. Lori-Ann pulled Harvey into the parents' closet. "See, Dad's favorite present," she said. "Every year I give Dad a tie, and every year he says, 'A tie, how wonderful! I can always use another tie.' Then he gives me a hug and says, 'Thank you,' and I say, 'You're welcome.' Looks like Dad has a lot of ties." After lunch, Harvey wanted to ride his bicycle. But first, his tire was flat. His older brother Martin took him down to the basement to look for the pump. "What are you getting for Dad for Father's Day?" asked Harvey. "The present that Dad loves the most," answered Martin. "Are you giving him a tie?" "Why would I give Dad a tie? Follow me and I'll show you what Dad likes most," said Martin. Harvey followed his brother to the storage room. "See the nails?" said Martin. "Dad loves nails. Every year I give him a box of nails, and every year he says, 'A box of nails? How special! I can always use another box of nails.' Then he gives me a hug and says, 'Thank you,' and I say, 'You're welcome.'" Looking at that picture, it looks like Dad already has lots of nails. "Dad!" Harvey could not fix his tire alone. Luckily, Dad woke up from his Saturday afternoon snooze when Harvey hollered, "Dad!" "Did someone call for bicycle repair?" answered Dad. Harvey held the handlebars while Dad filled the tires with air. When Harvey pedaled away, Dad stayed and watched to make sure the tire was safe. That evening, Harvey thought about Father's Day again when he stepped out of the tub and Dad wrapped him up in a warm towel. Harvey went looking for his oldest sister, Nadine. She was in the family room dancing to music Harvey could not hear. "Nadine!" yelled Harvey. Nadine pulled off her headphones. "What are you giving Dad for Father's Day?" "The present he looks forward to all year," Nadine replied. "Are you giving him a box of nails?" asked Harvey. "Why would I give him a box of nails?" said Nadine. "Open the cabinet and I'll show you what Dad likes the most." Harvey opened the family cabinet. "See," Nadine said, "Dad looks forward to getting golf balls every year. I give Dad golf balls, and every year he says, 'Golf balls, how thoughtful. I can always use more golf balls.' Then he gives me a hug and says thank you, and I reply, 'You're welcome.'" Again, it looks like Dad has too many golf balls. Harvey trudged up the stairs to bed. All the wonderful, special, thoughtful gifts were taken. What was left to make Dad feel loved and say thank you? Harvey sat in the dark. He was not thinking about Father's Day. He was thinking about his dad. Harvey crept out of bed, picked up a crayon, and started to draw. On Father's Day, Lori-Ann handed Dan a gift-wrapped box. "What could this be?" asked Dad, opening his present. "A tie! How wonderful! I can always use another tie." Then he gave Lori-Ann a big hug and said, "Thank you." "You're welcome," she said. Martin gave Dad a box wrapped in newspaper. Dad shook the box and whispered, "I wonder what's in here." He opened it. "A box of nails! How special! I can always use a box of nails." Then he gave Martin a hug and said, "Thank you." And Martin said, "You're welcome." Nadine gave Dad a bag tied up with a bow. "What could be in here?" asked Dad as he untied the bow. "Golf balls! How thoughtful! I can always use more golf balls." Then he gave Nadine a hug and said, "Thank you." "You're welcome," she replied. Everyone looked at Harvey. He pulled a piece of paper from behind his back. Harvey held out a picture and said, "Thank you for being my dad." He drew a beautiful picture with lots of different images of what's special about his dad. Making breakfast, fixing owies, fixing his bike, drying him off, tucking him into bed. Dad gave Harvey a hug and said, "You're welcome." Thanks for listening to that fun story. I hope you got some good ideas of how you could spoil a special person in your life. Maybe your dad, an uncle, a grandpa. Maybe you could do a nice card that has pictures of all the fun things that you do with that special person. Thanks for listening. Bye.